Hey y'all, it's Zan. Um, as y'all can obviously tell, the setup for this video is a little different. That's because this video is not a podcast episode, but it is kind of a vlog. I guess you could say a little rant, a little vent. Well, not even a rant or a vent, just more so commentary that I wanted to make. This particular video has been on my mind a lot, so I decided for at least this week's episode, I will replace the podcast with this episode. And in this video, I'm going to be speaking about some of the things I learned in Jamaica. I went to Jamaica maybe a little over 2 weeks ago now. I was in the St. Andrew Parish area, which is like right next to Kingston. My sister and I went, and I stayed there with my sister for maybe about a week. We saw my grandfather. It was a really good experience. And I just wanted to come on the camera and talk to you about some things I learned while I was there. So this is gonna be more of a freestyle video, very impromptu. So bear with me, but it's still gonna be quality, as always. Okay, so the first thing that I really learned in Jamaica was that I don't have to be like anybody else. And of course, that always sounds obvious, but it's a lot easier said than done. In Jamaica, I had a lot of time and space to reflect and to think about the things that I cared about, and to think about the things that I didn't care about, and to think about the things that I was giving my time to. And I realized one issue that I have is that I really suffer from FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Just always feeling like there's somewhere better than where I currently am. There's something more than what I am or what I'm doing, that somebody else is living a better life, living a more entertaining life, living a more vibrant life, living a life that just is overall better than mine. And what that does to you, what it does to me, is it makes me dissatisfied with everything that I have in front of me, and it makes me ungrateful, and it makes it harder for me to actually be able to experience life the way it's meant to be experienced, because I'm always thinking about what somebody else has in their plate, or somebody else has in their hands, what somebody else has, that I don't have. I realized that I don't have to care about what other people care about. I don't have to prioritize what other people prioritize. I can enjoy what's in front of me just the way it is. And I think what made me realize this specifically was I was in Jamaica, and I had like a little backyard area, which I'm gonna show you guys in a vlog, because I will be putting up a vlog for this as well. But I had a little backyard area that was really cute, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm in Jamaica, I should take pictures for Instagram. But I didn't truly feel like taking pictures for Instagram myself, but because I was in Jamaica, and I know that, like, when people go abroad, they take pictures for Instagram, I felt like I had to do that too. And then it just dawned on me, wait a second, you don't care about pictures for Instagram right now. Like, that's not what you're on right now. Like, you don't care. You can go this whole trip and not take pictures for Instagram, and it literally won't matter, because like that's not what you want. And when I realized that, I was like, oh shit, and it's such like a simple concept, and it's something that's so easy, but I realized that like I did not have to give my energy to things that other people gave their energy to. Sometimes I feel like I walk around in this world like there are rules of how to do things, like there are rules of how to live, like there are like things you should do, and truthfully there aren't. There really aren't a lot of rules to how to live your life. And I realized that I should give myself the permission to prioritize things that I personally care about, and not worry about what other people got going on all day. Let's see. I had a lot of lessons from Jamaica, so let me see another good one. This is a good one. Another thing that I learned while I was in Jamaica is that community starts small. I'm really big on community. It's literally in my link tree. Poet, filmmaker, commentator, and community activist. Anyone who knows me knows I talk about community all day long. I believe that we as people need to become more comfortable and become more active into thinking together and into acting together and making decisions together, because that's where our strength comes from, when we work together. That's in whatever you do, with your family, with your partner, with your friends, with your classmates, with your neighbors. I believe in community in all forms, right? And with that mindset, I've been really trying to find community, figure out what is a good community, what's a healthy community, what does that look like, how does someone with a community mindset move day to day, right? And one thing that I did in Jamaica was I walked up and down to the grocery store to purchase groceries so we could eat, right? While I was there, they went on lockdown for the last 2 days, right? So I had to walk to the grocery store by myself. My sister was not with me at this time. I had to walk to the grocery store by myself, pick up all the food for the rest of the weekend, and take it back to the spot with me, right? So I got some stuff in the grocery store, and I also got some stuff at this little vendor who was selling coconuts, mangoes, guinea, fruits and vegetables, coconut water, things like that, right? Smaller, more produce types items. And she was familiar with me by this point. I had seen her maybe 3-4 times at the trip at this point. We had a relationship. At this point, she knew my face, and I came up to her and she was like, yeah, everyone's getting their stuff, for lockdown, everyone's rushing, trying to get their things. We were just having general conversation. And she saw all the things that I had, because I had just previously purchased stuff from the grocery store. And she was like, oh, you need a bag, So she gave me her those potato sack bags. That's essentially what she had. And she gave me, she was like, yeah, put this in here. She took the gallon waters, the 2-gallon waters that I had, and put them in there at the bottom. She's like, yeah, put this in here like this, and she started packing things for me. This woman didn't have to do any of these things for me, but she knew I wasn't familiar to the area, and we had got, a little bit of a relationship for the time that I was there, and she was helping me, things that seem very simple, things that seem like common courtesy, but the fact that she didn't have to do that, but she did, I think about that a lot. Community starts very small. It starts with the small actions you do for people, I was thinking even during that same time, it was really hot, of course, because it's Jamaica. So I ordered a coconut from her so I could drink the water from the coconut. And I was about to pay her so I can, go about my way and get back to the Airbnb. And she said, no, don't worry about payment. Drink the water. She was more concerned about me being hydrated for me to walk back than her taking the money. She was like, no, drink the water. Don't worry about the money. Just drink the water. And I thought that was amazing. I thought that was really cool, because you do not see stuff like that in America at all. And I like the fact that she was, that she cared, and that she showed that she cared. She's very intentional. Make sure you put your stuff away. Make sure, put your phone in your backpack so people don't try and steal it. Simple things, yes. These things are very simple, but the fact that she still said them shows a lot about her character, in my opinion. And I appreciated that. It was very inspiring to me. Let's see if I got one more for y'all. I have I might do a part 2 to this video, who knows? Because I have 12 lessons, but I think I'm probably just gonna do 3 for this one. Okay, so the last one is move slower. While I was in Jamaica, I realized how much anxiety has crippled my quality of life. and how many decisions I make and how many thought processes I have that interrupt my feelings, that interrupt my flow, that interrupt my, my energy and my essence, just because I haven't given myself the time to sit alone and be with myself and breathe, be outside, take a walk, really feel the motion of the day, really feel the motion of whatever I got going on, really take my time with this life shit, I think that while in Jamaica, I just realized that I felt really calm and at peace. One, yes, because I'm on vacation, but two, because I was not expecting so much of myself all the time, every day. I wasn't hopping in my car to go drive, to go to work, or to go to school, or to go do whatever. I wasn't, rushing every second of the day. I wasn't prioritizing everything else over myself, and of course that's what you do on vacation, but still it did wonders for me. In the 1 week where I was just able to sit and reflect, it did wonders for my brain. And I thought to myself, my health in all forms is too important for me to neglect. I need to find a way to be able to do things like this daily, have time where I sit and reflect, have time where I just sit and be, have times where I allow myself to be away from my phone too, no technology, just allow my mind to just reset itself and to heal itself and to go through whatever processes and emotions and systems it needs to go through. You need to give yourself a break, because if you don't give yourself a break, your body will give yourself a break for you, and that break is going to be very upsetting. I just realized how much I'm kind of saying the same things over at this point, but I just realized how much anxiety had interfered with my quality of life. When you rush, what it does to your mind, when you don't think clearly about things, when you don't think thoroughly about things, how that affects your whole nervous system, your body starts to react physically to the ways that you are just so on edge and so tense and not even allowing yourself to breathe, so that was another big one for me. Prioritizing my health in all forms. Not letting that shit be something that just goes to the side. That's a priority. It needs to happen every day. And that starts with being patient and slowly but surely releasing my anxiety, releasing those things for myself, because they don't do anything for me anyways. So yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Those are the 3 things I learned in Jamaica. I might do a part 2 to this, just because this was, this was kind of fun. I kind of like this. Yeah, I might do a part 2 to this. So anyways, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Check out in the description box below. I have my link tree in there, which goes to my podcast, my Twitter, as well as my Instagram. Check me out on all those other platforms. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.